Whether you're an experienced rider or just starting out, knowing how to change a flat tire is essential. So let's get into the simple steps that'll have you back on the road. Number one is to find a safe spot. Most of the time, when you're riding your bike and need to change a flat tire, you're not going to be in the comfort of your own home. So make sure you find a safe spot on the road to pull over away from traffic, maybe on a side road. This will let you work comfortably and not have to worry about cars whizzing by you and hitting you. Step two is to release your brakes. Before you remove your wheel, you have to loosen your brakes. If they're brake calipers with a disc brake setup, you can simply let go of the lever and it'll return to normal. If they use rim brakes, which are a pinching caliper on the rim of the brake, there's a little handle that you can pull up, and that'll allow the brakes to slide open a little more so the tire can fit through. Now you need to take the wheel off. Depending on your bike type, it'll either have a quick release, which is exactly like it sounds. It allows you to quickly pull it off and take the wheel off, or a through axle. If you have a through axle, use an Allen key to loosen the nut and then take your wheel off. Step two is to deflate the tire, which it probably already is because it's flat, and then remove it. So to use a tire lever, go ahead and pry the edge of the tire from the rim, and then run that tire lever along the edge of the rim, pulling off the tire. Step five is to inspect and then fix it. So make sure that there's no sharp objects still lodged in your tire. Otherwise, when you change your tube, it's just going to puncture it again. And then why'd you change it? So run your hand along the inside of the tire to make sure that there's no sharp foreign objects in there. And then once you're good, you can go ahead and insert a new tube. Slightly inflate it and then listen for air escaping. If you have a patch kit, you can use that or just pop in a new tube. Now you need to put everything back together. But before doing that, you need to make sure that everything's in the right place so that your tire doesn't get pinched between the wheel. So make sure that when your tube is in the tire, go ahead and run your fingers along the inside so there's no pinching. And then you can go ahead and use your tire lever on the other side of the wheel, on the other side of the tire, to go ahead and seat the tire. Once it's back in there, you can go ahead and inflate it using a CO2 cartridge or bike pump. If you have a CO2 cartridge, put the rubber tip on the edge, which will puncture it, and then go ahead and just put that on the valve stem. Otherwise, if it's a pump, just go ahead and pump it up. Now you just change your flat tire. Go ahead and put your wheel back on your bike. Either screw it on if it's a through axle, or turn it back on and then pinch it if it's a quick release. Tighten your brakes, and then you're good to go.